of the weekend?
Oh, I hate his music.
You know, I kind of hate his music too. I do too.
No, no, the weekend was fun in my opinion.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that happened that weekend.
Yes.
And the only thing we're not covering is New Japan because by the time we're recording this, New Japan hasn't happened yet. So that's a thing.
Wow.
Um, yeah. Let's start with the biggest news of, which is not big news because you said this months ago, months and months and months ago. Woman's blood and guts.
Wow. Just wow.
How do you? Okay, I'm so confused because like there's a lot of ways they could go with this, but I'm just like I'm confused because I feel like there's five people on one side and then there's four people on the other side because I can't remember who the other person is. Because okay, on the bad guy side, it's Triangle of Madness,
Hmm.
Megan Bain, and Penelope Ford.
Yes.
That's five. So on the other side, we have Jamie Hayter,
Hmm.
um, what is her name? Queen Aminata.
Yep.
We have Tony Storm
Hmm.
and Chris Statlander's not really in it, so that's not a thing. And Harley Cameron is really with Chris Statlander, but Willow was in it last time, so Willow is another name. So who's the extra person?
Um, um, Mina maybe?
Okay, Mina. All right, then it's Mina. All right.
Cause like you said, Chris is sort of in it, kind of not, kind of yes. Which
Yes.
if she is in it, then that means Harley Cameron's in it also, cause they're a package.
Yes. But I feel like Tekla had the beef with Willow, so that's why Willow was in it.
Uh-huh.
But we never really got to finish it at.
We
And
didn't.
so if Harley Cameron's in it, Harley Cameron is usually locked with Chris. So I, I'm honestly kind of confused.
And I'm 100% with you on that, that Chris
Mm-hmm.
and Hardy are not in it,
Mm-hmm.
because I kind of want to say they're locked with a storyline with the Death Riders still. You know how they are. Like, even if something don't happen for a while, that's gonna come back later.
Yes. So I'm just confused. We'll wait to find out when and what.
Hmm.
And it was funny because Tony Schiavone goes, "That's Wednesday," and then he goes, "I just found out it's not Wednesday." It's like, yeah, Tony, it's not going to be Wednesday.
Like when he said it's Wednesday, I looked around like, what?
Yeah, I kind of know when they're going to do it because I'll get to that later. While I know when they're going to do it because I have
Okay.
a feeling that that's when it's going to be. But yeah, it's looking kind of weird, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
So we had to open a collision, and they're doing an interview segment, and they're interviewing Commander and Hologram because Commander got to fight Kyle Fletcher, and all of a sudden the screen fucks up, and Alex Bonbadantes says, "Hey, look, something happening! Hologram!" And then like the lights went out, and Hologram's on the floor, and apparently he got attacked, and he's done.
So hologram attacked hologram, I guess.
No, no, no. Here's the thing, and like a lot of people never peeped this because it was very weird. If you look, like Kyle Fletcher is beating the shit out of hologram. Like Kyle Fletcher is beating the shit out of hologram out of nowhere, but that's not what happened. Because if you watch the whole video, like hologram is like they're doing the corruption code, and it's starting to corrupt him, and he's getting ready to go down, and he's holding his body, and Commander's like, "Hologram, no!" And he goes to the ground. They cut to the video package. All of a sudden, Kyle Fletcher's back there beating his ass, and I'm like, what? Like it fucked me up because it's like, all right, the corruption thing killed him. I'm like, that could have hurt him. But then it's like Kyle Fletcher's beating his ass when the lights come back on, and they're like, what happened? I'm like, that's overkill. Like you overkilled hologram, which was not necessary.
How about that? So it's what it was one or the other.
Yeah, it was like so they're like, no, we're not gonna do one or the other. We're doing both. We're gonna fuck him up for real. Like, god damn, dude.
They must hate hologram as much as I do.
Right? So then we had a 6 man to begin the show, which was the Death Riders against the Paragon and Daddy Magic. And the whole time, Daddy Magic is trying to get Daniel Garcia to pay attention to him. He's like, hey, man. He's like, hey, listen, bud. Hey, we're friends, bud. Come on. Come on, bud. And Daniel Garcia is like, he doesn't want nothing to do with him. He's not looking at him. And Daddy Magic is trying to get to him. He's like, come on. And then he beats him up for a little bit. And Daddy Magic's like, why don't you fight back? So at the end, Daniel Garcia was the one who beat the shit out of Daddy Magic to get the win.
Well, of course.
Like, it was good, but it got to the point where at the end I was like, I don't want to see this because you could see Daddy Magic was trying so hard to get Daniel Garcia to come with him. And it's like I don't want to see him beat his ass like he did. And then he just beat the dog shit out of him and pinned him. I was like, damn, I didn't want to see that. Like I feel bad for Daddy Magic.
Yeah, I was kind of checked out for that reason.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I kind of feel bad for him. So then they set up a 6 man with the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander versus Brodito and Kenny Omega. And I was like, yeah, because that's not the person who took Kenny out, but it was Kyle Fletcher. So that's why I was kind of confused. Like, yeah,
Like, why?
I don't know. So then we had what is her name? Marina Shafir and fucking Wheeler Yuta versus Rachel Ellering and some dude. And they just got beat the fuck out of. Marina Shafir choked the shit out of Rachel Ellering. And Wheeler Yuta was so mad because Chris Statlander broke up with him and went with the other people. And he's saying, I'm going to kick your ass, Chris. We were supposed to be friends. We were supposed to be more than that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. But he was really upset. Like he was sad, sad.
That's crazy.
So then we had the Ops and Hangman mad because they can't wait to get their hands on the Death Riders this Tuesday.
Hmm.
Then we had the Acclaim versus the Swirl. And the Acclaim fucking Anthony Bones did not want to be with Max Caster when they were doing the tag team moves. He didn't want to do it. He just was in the match. He did not care. And then the funniest part, at the end, they're about to win, and Anthony Bowens is on the outside, but Max Caster gets the win. Now Anthony Bowens is pissed, but he's happy they won, but he's also pissed. And then at the end, they're standing there, and it looks like he's about to do the scissors, and Jerry Lynn's like, come on, let's do it." And Anthony Bowens was like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it." And then he just left. So our theory is right. It's definitely going to be Billy that brings them back together.
Yep, yep. And I'm gonna continue saying, Jerry Lynn is gonna turn on them for the
Yes,
swirl.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So then we had Skip Sabian and Nick Wayne doing a thing talking about, hey, we're gonna kill Christian. I was like, all right, whatever, who cares? Then they had something that was real cool because this brought me back to the old Florida Championship Wrestling days back in the day in the 80s. And Tony Schiavone is this grainy video from the 80s. And Tony Schiavone is doing this video package for the next upcoming shows that they're going to be doing in Florida. And it was actually really fun. It was it made me go, oh my God, this is kind of nostalgic. I like this. This was actually cool. because it's like it looks so old school, and Tony Schiavone is there, so it made you feel like the old back in the day shit with Tony Schiavone. It was like, oh man, that's actually kind of cool. I like this.
Yeah.
And then they talked about the tag team championships, and they showed TJ. Still no word on when the championships are happening. Still no word. Then we get a trios match with Dalton Castle and the Outrunners versus a bunch of guys. And I like Dalton Castle and the Outrunners. I like them together.
You like them together, you said?
Yeah, I like them together. I do. Like it's
I'm
it's very weird, and it's a weird pairing. And they said like this has been going on for a while, which nobody has ever seen. So it's funny that that's happening, but it's also funny that they actually mesh together and they make a team.
I'm kind of still on the fence on it. They're growing on me, but I'm on the fence.
Okay. Then we had Kremender versus Kyle Fletcher in a really good match. This was a really good match. It wasn't a match of the weekend, but really good match. Kyle Fletcher beats Commander. And after the match, he says he wants to have a challenge for the TBS championship. He wants the TNT championship. He wants to have this challenge on Tuesday. Somebody come and challenge him. They leave from him, and Tony Schiavone goes, "Oh, it was made official. He's going to face Orange Cassidy." I was like, "What?"
That was weird.
Yes. Then we had Big Bill and Bill, Brian Knight. No, that's not his name. What the fuck is his name? Brian Keefe. What the fuck I call him Brian Knight for?
But I was thinking about Kevin Knight.
Yes. So Brian Keefe, Big Bill versus Eddie Kingston and fucking Hook. And of course, Eddie Kingston and Hook just destroyed them.
They need a name.
New York guys. Okay.
In that accent. In that accent.
Yes, that's how it gotta be. So then we get the Bang Bang Gang, Colton and Juice. And Juice is saying, "Hey, I got a new guy that could be with us. This is all on you because it's Ace Austin."
That ain't on me because it's obvious that that was gonna happen.
Yeah, well, that happened. So yeah, they're a team now, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we get Julia Hart versus Jamie Hayter 3. I did not know this was the third fight. I thought this was like the second one, but it's the third one.
How about that? Shit.
And Jamie beats Julia. And then after the match, Sky Blue attacks. Then Queen Aminata comes out and helps. And then Jamie Hayter says, "Fuck this. Like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of you. That's it. We're going to do this. Blood and guts."
Yeah.
This,
Like, what the fuck?
yeah, I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for it because it makes sense. It is like, oh, okay, this works. This works. I got it. So
Like, I'm
yeah,
for it, but like you said, we got to figure out who the teams are.
yes. And hopefully over the next week, we will figure out who the teams are. And I figured out why. I figured out why this is happening because in 2 weeks they're going head to head with NXT. And that could be a good reason why Blood and Guts could be on NXT in 2 weeks because NXT already decided we're going to do the same thing because we're loading up that same thing with the invasion.
How about that?
Yes. And this is looking great because it brought back something for us. This feels like something that we have always wanted and a lot of people have wanted. We wanted Survivor Series matches and they're going to give it to us in one men's Survivor Series match, NXT versus TNA, and one women's Survivor Series match, NXT versus TNA.
Yes.
And we're going to have a tag team championship match, Dark State versus the Hardys, winner take all. And unlike the Trick and Over situation, everybody will be barred from ringside. And if anybody gets in, the people that they're getting in for will be disqualified and lose the championships. So that is kind of scary because that means that the Hardys are going to have both titles.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't see Dark State winning this at all. Like, I'm sorry, don't, I don't see those guys as big deals. Yeah, you guys kind of, yeah,
No, I agree 1,000,000%.
yeah. And on No Mercy, they did a thing with Joe Hendry. They did a thing with Joe Hendry. And because they did this thing with Joe Hendry keeps, like, they keep saying either you with us or against us, and they keep doing it. They keep saying it. And I'm starting to feel like Joe Hendry is going to join Dark State
Was he a bad guy at one point? Like I don't even remember.
a long, long time ago. Long, long time ago.
Okay.
It's just like a long fucking time ago. But he could do it. I know he can. I know he can do it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say he could probably pull this off, and it'll be fun. People will be angry for a little while, but people will get used to it and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Long as he does it.
yes, and No Mercy started off with Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs, and this has been a fun week for Javon Evans. We'll talk about the one thing later, but we'll talk about this match and something else here. But he was really good. He was really good, and he wound up beating Briggs, laid him out, which was awesome.
Yep.
And on TNA, they announced that Javon Evans is going to take on Leon Slater at the pay per view. I'm
Hey,
all
that
for it.
that's a fucking dream match. Yeah.
Yes, I've been calling for that match since we got this thing. I've been waiting, and we're getting it.
Yes.
So Laney Reed is injured, and she was backstage, and she bumped into Lola, and Lola said, "Yo, listen, you just need to leave Fatal Influence alone." And then Laney said some smart shit to her, and then Lola was like, "You'll never be a champion," and she gave her that look, and we all knew what was happening after that.
Yep.
So Laney Reed's replacement was Jada Parker versus Sol Ruka,
Good
and
match.
this was a good match.
Hmm.
Lash Legend came out and got speared by Zarya because Zarya tried to spear Jada, and Jada ran in the ring and got soul snatched. And at that moment, I was like, Soul is a total heel. Like, she's a total heel. Like, that's it. She's straight up heel.
The bad part, I think we're the only ones that noticed.
I hope not because like it's right there. People need to wake up. She's definitely a heel.
Yeah, it's obvious.
So then we had the weaponized cage match with Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. And this match was funny because they did something because WWE, I have a feeling that they're going to do it eventually, but they keep fucking around. Like every time somebody grabs a bag, we think it's tax. It was Legos. This time, it was the best one of them all because it was diamonds.
That shit had to fucking hurt.
Yeah, it had to hurt, but like, how how much of a flex is it to use fucking diamonds? Like, yeah, we're gonna use diamonds as like a backdrop. I know they're not real diamonds, and somebody's like yelling like they're not real diamonds. Of course they're not, but it's like a flex to look like, yeah, we got diamonds. Yeah, we got money.
It's kind of cool just to allude to that.
Yeah. So they had the match, and Jordan Grace beat Blake Monroe. I'm actually baffled by this decision. Not even joking. I'm baffled.
Same. Same.
And then we had Tavion Heights versus Ethan Page. And Ethan Page was beating the shit out of Tavion, and I was like, oh, Tavion's winning. and then Tavion came back for a quick second, and then Ethan Page wound up pinning him. I was like, well, damn, okay,
Fucked me up.
yeah. And then Dr. Wagner Jr. challenged Ethan Page title for title. Okay, and then we had a pretty good women's match. Like this was really fucking good. This is probably I want to say the third best women's match of the week. Well, the second best women's match of the week. Because I'll put Jamie and Julia third after this one because this one was really fucking good. This was entertaining. This was good in ring action. JC Jane versus Lola for the NXT Women's Championship. And Lola's family was out there, and it kept feeling like she was gonna win. And then
I
all of
kept saying, wouldn't it be funny if she loses in front of her family?
yes, like I predicted that she was gonna lose, but like this is exactly how it happened because she got on the outside and Laney Reed just kicked her with the fucking boot, threw her back in the ring. Lola fucking lost to JC Jane. JC's still the fucking champ, and now we have a new member. Like we've been saying for fucking ever, Laney Reed is part of the team.
And it's weird because I saw the boot too. Like
Mm-hmm.
they put the only one that noticed it because I didn't see anybody talk about that.
Yeah, like it's weird because like she had a black like the funny part is like she had it black because she was in all black and people like if you paid attention to earlier it meant exactly that.
Hmm.
So then we got to the main event and it was Oba versus Ricky and this match was going and I was wrong on my prediction. I was wrong on my prediction because I thought I knew because I kept saying there's no need for Ricky to have this. Ricky should just be going to the main roster. He should be just going to the main roster. He's not going to win a title. Just throw him in the main roster. And Ricky hit three DDTs and pinned Obafemi to become the new NXT champion.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. So now it looks like Oba is going to the main roster. It looks like that. It looks like he's going to the main roster. Because,
Yeah.
like, what else are you going to do with him down there?
Like the only other thing to give him it would be the fucking tag team titles because I don't know where the fuck the Heritage Cup is. I know who has it, but we haven't seen it in a while.
Or you could do a heel run with Oba. I just rather just say fuck all of that and just throw him in the main roster.
Yeah, yeah. I
Because
agree with
like
you.
Rick,
Fuck all that. But there's still a few things they could do with him, but put him in the main roster.
I have an idea. This is gonna be a weird idea, but if they did it right, it would be sexy.
Okay.
Like you could throw him in the Vision. You
Okay.
could throw him. You could throw him in the Vision as like another heavy for Seth, and you're like, okay, well he's there. Then you could just like build him up slowly to be like just the guy. When Braun just snaps and goes after Seth, you got Braun versus Oba. And then also you could have Oba versus Brock.
Yeah.
You could do something, you could spend something out of him, like adding him to the vision, but you can just I don't know, like I don't know where to put him, but I'm very scared of him going to the main roster because I know how Triple H is. So I'm just scared. Like I'm fucking petrified. I'm like, I don't know that he will have the booking intelligence of making him a monster unless he just goes, you know what? I'm just gonna follow Sean's pattern and just let him run through people.
Yeah.
Like if he follows that pattern, it works. But other than that, it's like, he's just gonna drop the ball with this guy.
Like I like that him joining Seth or going against Brock or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My only question would be if he joined Seth,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't that weaken Seth a little bit? Kind of make him like, for example, like a Solo Sokoa, where everybody in his squad is kind of better than him. They wouldn't be better than him, but they're all monsters compared to Seth.
That's the thing. That's why it would be great for Seth because Seth is a master manipulator. He's the second. He's the second version of Edge. I can manipulate you and make you think that you're just this person, but I'm just using you and you're a pawn in my game.
Got you. Okay.
So that's the only reason it works for Seth because Seth is a manipulator. It's not even that like those guys are just monster. It's like I have these people under my control. I'm controlling them mentally. They're not smart enough to break away. That's why they work for me. Solo
Yeah.
is just like, come on, man, like this work for me. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh man,
Yeah, because in Solar's case, they're all better than him.
yes,
Except Loa. But that's a different story.
yeah. So we had a TNA show, and it wasn't no any newsworthy except for Ash by Elegance had to drop the title. Like, and there's no word on why she dropped the title. But she dropped the title, and then they said later on we're gonna have a battle royal. The last two people in a battle royal are gonna face off for the world title. So they had the battle royal, and the last two people was Kalani, yeah, Kalani
Yeah.
and Xia Li. That was it. Those were the last two, and they had a match, and Kalani winds up winning the title.
Great match.
It was a good match, and Kalani is now the new champion. Like I'm not as shocked as a lot of other people, but it's good.
Man, Kalani's good, so I don't know why people are shocked.
No, no, no. They're shocked because TNA just got the title back, and then it just went back to an NXT person.
Again, I'm not shocked.
Yeah, like I'm okay with it because like we're still a few weeks from Bound for Glory, and they could get the title back there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Not that big deal. I mean, they have to build up a challenger, but like, yeah, it's not a big deal.
No.
And Stardom had a show, and it was on YouTube instead of their streaming service, which is a really big dick hole. Because I don't talk about the Stardom stuff because the Stardom stuff is really fucking irritating. Because they will have a huge show, a huge show. You can't watch it on Stardom World. And it's like you can't watch it the moment it's live, you can't watch it. It's not there. Like you can't see it. It's not there. You have to wait a day or two for them to put it up. And then they put it up and then you can watch it. And it's like that is so ridiculous. They're like the only service that's like, yeah, we're not gonna let you watch it immediately. You could watch it the next day, but not immediately. And this was one of those rare occasions where they put it on YouTube, the whole entire thing on YouTube, where you can see it and everybody was watching it. And like everybody that watches Stardom was just like, why don't they just do this more often so we could just watch it same day instead of waiting?
Yep.
And the main event was Saya Kamitani versus Azumi. And this match was fucking awesome. And I just was like in shock of Saya Kamitani because she has been like she has been a person. She's been like, okay, she was a normal, regular, just, hey guys, I'm somebody. Then for a while, she was like the mid card version of somebody that could like just put on banger after banger after banger after banger, but she was always a good guy. Like she
Yep.
was always a good guy. And then she turned, and now she's just like this megastar. Like she turned into a fucking megastar. I didn't even notice until last night. She's actually been on regular like television as part of a crew of a TV show. And I'm like, I did not know that.
Me neither.
I've known this girl for like a gazillion years, and it's like no, she's on this regular Tokyo show, and like she's on it every week, and that's why she's like gaining more traction. I was like, what? Like, I didn't know that. Like, I guess because yeah, because I'm not in Japan, I wouldn't know that. But like, she's on a reality show and she's like super popular. I'm like, the fuck, like that's so odd. But yeah, she beat the shit out of Azami, and that match was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. Like that shit was just fucking awesome. Like it was great.
Awesome.
Then on SmackDown, we had Paul Heyman come out and cut a promo. Now, there's a controversy about this promo that I didn't take it this way, but a lot of people took it this way. And I just like, I don't know if I feel the same way that they feel about it because he was talking about Brock Lesnar and he was talking about, you don't want me to talk about Brock Lesnar unless you want me to talk about the controversies and the controversies and rumors, he said. So people immediately was like, "Oh, that's disgusting because he's in a lawsuit and he's in a Janelle Grant thing." And I was like, I don't know if this is me being me, but I didn't take it that way. The controversy and rumors that I was hearing about him was the fact that he was with Paul Heyman and that was a thing. Because like
That's the way I took
that's
it.
the thing that popped in my head. And then
Hmm.
when people online start saying, "Oh, that's disgusting," because they're making fun of Janelle Grant, I was like, I don't think it was made that way, but also it's Paul Heyman, and sometimes he likes to just do little Paul Heyman things with like there's multiple innuendos. But I didn't take it that way, and then people online just like kind of brought it up. I was like, I don't know, that might be controversial. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I didn't take it that way either. Like that was far from my thoughts. Like I thought the same thing. Like Brock is with him. Like he's part of the division or something.
Yeah, and somebody has suggested that he could be part of a War Games team. And a War Games team could be the Vision, Drew, and Brock versus Cody, John Cena, the Usos, and LA Knight.
That actually sounds cool.
I mean, I guess so, but yeah, sure. That's how I feel like, yeah, sure. I mean, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not an insensitive jackass where I'm just like, oh, that's I don't care about the Janelle Grant thing. It's like it's not that. It's just that was not on my mind. That was something that wasn't in my mind. Like it just wasn't there.
Yeah. Like if they meant it that way, fuck that. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
But yeah, that I didn't think about that either.
yeah. And then Cody came out and was mad at Paul because Paul is representing Seth and he has to face Seth and he's gonna beat him. And Paul just kept saying Seth is gonna beat you, like you suck, whatever, whatever. And they just was going back and forth. And he just started and Cody started trying to just put dissension with Brock and them. And then the Vision came out to beat up Cody, and then Randy came out to help. And did you, like me, think that they're gonna have a tag team match later on in the show?
Absolutely.
I did too, but that's not it. That didn't happen. Like that made me fucking shocked. I was like, what the fuck? Then we had the Street Profits, and they had backstage with Kathy Kelly, and she's like, "Yo, y'all cool? What's up with y'all? Y'all good?" And Dawkins like, "No, we good. Like we strong. We good. We gonna go out here and win and become number one contenders." And I'm like, "Wait, aren't y'all facing the tag team champs?" But that was just me jumping ahead. But that wasn't what happened.
Yeah, don't feel too bad because I thought it was a title match too.
Okay, so they wound up fighting Mello Don't Miz. And Miz did the thing where he does the blind tag when Mello was getting this offense and fucked them up. So then Miz is getting beat, and Mello goes to run it, and then he goes, "You know what? Fuck this." and he just slides right back out and let Miz get pinned. So, and the funny thing about it was Renegade said, they breaking up tonight, aren't they? Talking about the Street Profits. But no, the other ones broke up.
And they might not be broken up either, though. That's the thing.
I hope they are. I really do hope they are.
That they might give
So,
it one more chance and then break up.
oh, please break up. And then we saw the Wyatts out there standing there with the tag titles. Also, Booker T is on commentator.
Yeah, because Corey's still fucked up, I guess.
Yes. So then we had Jade in the back, and she's talking because she has a match later on. And then she bumps into the person who is 3 apples high, Stephanie Vicker. And
3 apples high. I just thought about that.
dude, she's so small. Like she's a very small human. Like, and she was telling Jade, she was like, "Yeah, if you win, it's gonna be me and you." Jade was like, "Yeah, it is gonna be me and you. I got you. Okay." But I was like, "All right," because at that point I was like, I don't know who's gonna win, and we'll talk about that match later on. Eh, let's talk about that match. So then we had a tag match with B-Fab, Mia Yim against Julia and Kiana James. This match was better than it was supposed to be. I'm not even joking. It was way better than it was supposed to be.
Right?
Because I went in there going, oh, this is going to be a throwaway. Halfway through it, I'm like, oh shit, they're actually fucking cooking. And like, there was what they did, like, I fucking popped hard for because Julia is on the outside and she's beating up B-Fab. So as she's beating up B-Fab, she just like turns around like the camera just gets all hype. All of a sudden, Mia Yim is on an announce table. Mia Yim did the best double foot drop kick right to Julia. I was like, I popped hard for that because it was like it looked so beautiful the way she did it because she came off this straight drop kick to right in the face, just John Woo style, just wow. I was like, oh my god, that looks so gorgeous. It was great.
Once again, I forget how good Mia Yim is.
Yes. So Julia and Kiana won. Then in the back we get the frenemies looking, and then Zoruka show up and start beefing because they want a shot at the tag titles. And Lexa tells them, hey, you two can't even get on the same page, but you need to win a match or two to become #1 contenders.
Just for the fact that they said that, they're going to become known contenders.
Yes. And it was like, I know exactly what was going on because Charlotte was just, she was standing there and she was just so happy. She was so happy because she's like, I get to work with Soul again. Yay.
She loved that shit.
Yeah, she does. She loves working with new people. She's so funny.
Right?
Then we get Drew in the ring. And shout out to Drew for doing something that is easily the most easy thing that you could do when casting Drew. Drew's in Highlander.
How about that?
Dude, like soon as they said Drew's gonna be in Highlander, I'm like, well, that's like the most normal thing to do because it's like perfect. It's the most Scottish thing for Drew. It's like it's Drew. It's like why wasn't he in Highlander before?
I'm not understanding his roles though, because to my understanding, he's the main character's brother. I don't think the main character ever had a brother.
That's the thing. I heard that he's the arch nemesis. Like he's going to be the bad guy.
Okay,
So, yeah, like from what I read, he's the main protagonist of the series, or not the series of the movie. He's the main protagonist,
if that's the
and
case, then yeah.
yeah, like I have no problem. He's. They said he's going to be opposite of Henry Cavill, who is going to be the Highlander. So
Yeah,
that's like, oh yeah, that's straight up the bad guy. If you're gonna be the opposite, you're the protagonist.
yeah.
Yeah, so like this is great for Drew. If Drew carries this whole thing as the bad guy, man, man, I'm happy for him. So
Hopefully it's good because you know how remakes are. So
yeah, no, I think it's gonna be good because I have this weird feeling that Drew is really good at acting. Like I have
yeah,
a really weird feeling that he's good at acting, and everybody in the movie feels like it's going to be a big deal.
cool.
And he's comes out selling his foot. He starts talking shit, and Nick Aldis is like, "Doug, why are you complaining?" And he's like, "No, Nick, you're against me, and everybody's against me." And then Jacob Fatu comes out and tells Drew to stop bitching, and then he beats the shit out of Drew and lays him out. So yeah, Drew's out of here to go film a movie. Good for Drew.
That's not Viper exaggerating too. Like he literally said, "Stop bitching."
Yeah, he did. So then we get Stephanie and Tiffany, and she's telling Tiffany, "Yo, me and you for the title." Tiffany's like, "I'm actually taller than you, so yeah, okay."
Toodles.
And then we get Phoenix talking to Samuel, and he's like, "Yo, thanks for last week." And Sammy's like, "Yo, this is what it's all about, having these great matches, and I want to go out there and have a match. I don't care if it's anybody from fucking Raw, SmackDown, wherever, NXT, anywhere." And I had already knew who the person was. I was like, this makes sense. This makes sense. Then we get something that like shocked a lot of people because it's the Solo Sokoa thing where he introduces JC Mateo. And he's
Yeah.
talking about JC Mateo and he says, "Yo, you're an Olympic athlete. You did this." They show him winning the Olympics championship. And then they go, "You won championships all around the world." They showed a Ring of Honor television championship and a never openweight championship on SmackDown. And I was like, oh, okay,
Two
okay.
two belts that shouldn't be shown to my recollection.
Yeah, that's what made me go, okay, like this shouldn't be here, but all right, we're in a new era of wrestling here.
Yep.
And then Sammy's opponent came out, and that boy was bouncy. And fucking Javon put on a fucking show. And Russell Vogt said that the higher ups backstage in WWE was so impressed with him that they were like, "Yo, he's got something. We need him." Like they were so impressed with him. So yeah, he did a really good job.
They're gonna put a title on him eventually.
Yes. So then we had Chelsea Green talking to Nia, and Nia ran into Stephanie. And she said, "Geez, you're short, but don't worry because I'm going to win this championship and then I'm going to squash you because you're small."
What the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, she's small. She's a small girl.
Yeah, very. Like that's not me disagreeing with you. It's just like what the fuck.
Yeah. So then we have to talk about this next thing. We have to talk, well, not the next thing, because we have to talk about fucking Kip Wilson falling over a wheelchair and Damian Priest getting kicked in the face on his birthday. That sucked,
Happy birthday.
basically. So then we get the main event. Triple threat women's match for the WWE Women's Championship. How do you feel about this match?
I didn't care either way. Like I was happy with any of them winning.
I I just I'm like I'm not even gonna be objective. This match was like the first 5 minutes. It was like, oh, okay, cool. The rest of it fell the fuck apart so hard that I was like, this can't be the main event. This cannot be the main event. And shit just kept happening and getting worse. And I was like, this cannot be the main event. Like, you're not gonna tell me this isn't a main event. Don't do this. And it just was getting bad. And fucking Naya slammed Jade, like she slammed Jade's face into the fucking steel steps. Jade was busted wide open, big gash in that beautiful face. And I'm just like, how? How did we get here? How? Dude, I, how? Just how? Please tell me how.
I don't know, but to me that made the match better.
The, the blood made it better. Yes, blood made it better, but everything, dude, the botches, like,
Yeah,
dude, there was a point where like Jade was supposed to pick up Naya, and it just fell apart. And I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? It just was getting worse and worse, and then the finish came, and I'm upset with everybody involved in this finish. Everybody involved, everybody, because listen, Jade was on the outside. She's getting attended to. I'm like, okay. Nia gets in the ring. She gets slammed by Tiffany. Boom. Okay. Tiffany pins her. One, two. Daphne, the referee, holds up the three because she knows that this isn't the finish. Nia looks, while she's being pinned, looks at Daphne, goes, I was supposed to kick out, and then kicks out. I'm like, all right, all right, all right, okay.
fuck it.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, fuck this match. Then this would even piss me off even worse
Yeah.
because Tiffy was supposed to win the match, and then she does another set of moves and wins the match. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? She could have just pinned her with that fucking weird ass pin that she already had. You should have just said, fuck it, this is the pin. And like the whole crowd saw the whole thing. It was like, what? Because she didn't kick out. Nia didn't kick out at all. She just laid there. And then after she said something, then she kicked out. I'm like, okay, dude. Bro, this was so bad. It was bad. Like, I just was like, why? Why did this have to happen? Like, you could have just, like, if Daphne would have just did a shoot pin, because Tiffany was supposed to win, but if she would have did a shoot pin, it would have been good. Like, I'd have been like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, she pinned her in a random move. Yep, yeah, okay, cool. But dude, you stopped the count, and then Nia didn't immediately kick out. She kicked out minutes later after you said you were supposed to kick out. Oh, bro, what the fuck was this? It's like it ruined the match. It ruined it for me. Like, it just made this whole thing just go, all right, this is bullshit. Like,
Everybody involved pretty much botched though.
yes, I was like, it sucked so hard. But now we know we're getting Tiffany versus Stephanie at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
I I mean, either way, like, this was the better option. I'm not gonna lie, this was the better option. And I'm trying to be very objective. This was the better option for Steph because you're going against Nia. Is a problem. Jade is still like she's still trying to get her footing, and it would have been a little bit of a struggle. At least Tiffany can like cover it up and just pretend and make it feel like a good match.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like I said, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not even gonna try to hate on it. I'm just gonna go with it. Whatever happens, happens. Just gonna go with it.
Nah, I don't think this match is gonna be so botchy.
I really, like I said, I really hope not. And this was the good option.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna go with the good option and be like, all right, we're gonna go with the good option. We're gonna see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. We're just gonna leave it at that. Whatever happens, happens. It because this match really pissed me the fuck off. Because I
And
felt like, hey, we could do something and it's gonna be good, and it wasn't good. It was just all bad. It just was all bad. Like it just sucked.
and to be fair, because like it kind of comes across like I'm defending Tiffany and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany botched a lot in that match too. I think she botched the match prior she had to this too. So yeah, if this match winds up bad, and more than likely it's on her.
Dude, like that's what that's what pisses me off about this. It's like it just was so bad. And for all
Yeah,
y'all to say that we don't shit on WWE, I just spent 20 minutes shitting on a match that just was bad. It just was
obviously.
really bad. It was just really bad.
But
Like,
it's like you said, that this is the best option, you know. I know you
yes,
don't I know you don't have really a problem with who won. The match was meh, you
yes,
know.
yes. And if we go to fucking Crown Jewel and this match happens and Tiffy botches this match, I'm just gonna say it's her. Like she's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like
100%.
she's gonna be Taylor Swift. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. That's what it is.
Because this ain't
Like,
the first time she botched.
yeah, not the first time.
Yeah.
And like the other one is like I kind of was like, oh, maybe it's Naya's fault. Like I didn't put it all on her, but like it was with Tiffy. And
Hmm.
it's like I was like maybe it's Naya, but like I don't know. No, it's probably Tiffy.
But
Like
Nia botches too. The only one you can't really blame or like that is Jade. But Jade is still kind of sort of rookie-ish.
yes, but like that match just like it fell the fuck apart like so bad.
Hmm.
I was so angry that it felt so bad. But hey man, it is what it is.
Like I enjoyed it, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
but can't deny the botches and like the fucked up parts and whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I did see all that. I'm not denying it.
But yeah, that left a bad taste. But all right. Any last words?
Don't botch.